wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Hyatt has got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Eagles 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And Hurts going to move him around.
Hey, 73.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Swift again. Well, he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
One more time with Swift. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this has been good. And this is now a 1-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Able to avoid him at the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No.
Hurts will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
This is Smith with the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jeff Smith from 13 yards out. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
It's a foot race. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Silver.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
To him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And they'll fly incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's got a man complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw again. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here now at third down and 8. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Running left, it's Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Tiger Hornet. Kyle left Yeti. Go Silver, ready?
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. His throw caught at about the 5.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready? Check smash, check smash. Buffalo 18.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Giants 50. Eagles.
I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now 3rd down and very long. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Roll. Viking 18. 60
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a